Welcome back, Dave Palais, Jeff Dotseth. It's the Dave and Jeff Show, San Diego sports leader, Double X 1090.
Dave, I can remember when our next guest was hired. I remember where this program was. You and I grew up in this town. You went to San Diego State. I went to State. My wife went to State. Your wife went to State.
Yep.
We know what Aztecs are all about. And now, as we count down to Sunday, and we get ready for the battle on the Midway, and then you wake up this morning, and our friend Mark Ziegler has written a story that San Diego State is going to play Kansas in basketball, 2 games. It's incredible, the turnaround, and it is a thrill to welcome back to the show via the Western Exterminator Hotline. He is the head coach of the men's basketball team, Steve Fisher. Coach, welcome back. Dave and Jeff, thanks. How are you?
Gentlemen, I'm happy to be back with you and excited to start our season.
You know, Coach, I can't tell you from a fan standpoint and a guy who's watched every day of your program how much fun this weekend is going to be. How concerned were you that you guys may have to change the venue and lose the opportunity to play on the Midway?
When it was announced that we were going to play on the Midway and then have such a storied program as Syracuse to come out and play us, it was something that we all look forward to immensely, not just our team, but all of San Diego, I believe. So to not have it on the boat, on the ship, I think would not be what anybody would want. So I think everybody's tried to do the right thing to ensure that we would play the game where it's supposed to be played.
How hard was it for Syracuse to adjust their schedule?
It was never easy for them. You know, when you travel, it adds to the circumstances that you have to deal with. They had to rearrange a charter, which cost them money. Probably as much as anything, it impacted any fans that would be traveling with them in terms of airline tickets and that sort of thing. So they worked hard to make it work. They want to play on the ship also.
I like that a lot. I do. As much of a fan as I am of your program, Coach, I really, as a fan, appreciate what Coach Boeheim did to make this all go down. Dave and I were saying, we were kind of joking about, but not too much, this is going to be an interesting game in regards to elements on Sunday. You're going to have a little bit of a wind working from the water. Sun could be an issue. How do you practice for that?
We will have an opportunity to practice on the ship on Saturday. So I think that will be our time out there to adjust to it, get acclimated, and it'll be obviously different. And depending on the wind, etc., that could impact perimeter shooting. Syracuse has got the best zone defense in the country, and they're long and athletic. So we have to find a way not to have to shoot everything from deep on the perimeter. But the elements will have a bit of an effect, but we can't worry or talk too much about that.
Coach, did you go back and look at the game from last year when North Carolina and Michigan State played? I mean, both those teams had a very tough time shooting.
I did not. I've watched highlights of it. I know Michigan State was 2 for 22 from three-point range. The floor was there was an issue with some slick spots on the floor. So probably playing at 1 o'clock that will help the floor to keep it dry and keep it from the moisture settling in on it. So we will look forward to every part of the game and not worry about, we got to deal with this, we got to deal with that. We're just very excited to be a part of it.
Aztec head basketball coach Steve Fisher joins us. We're Dave and Jeff at San Diego Sports Leader Double X 1090. And really, I think it's an event for those lucky enough that will be there on Sunday. They will remember it, just like people that were here in 84, people that were here in 98 for the Padres, people that have been at Super Bowls at the Q will remember it. Really, really special thing. Coach, let me ask you about the first look that you're getting at the newcomers. And for a lot of us, as we tune in Sunday at 1 o'clock on Fox Sports San Diego, we're going to get a chance to see a lot of these new names that we're so excited about. Early returns on your club, how you liking it, how they coming together?
I like our team. We've got a wonderful blend of veterans that have assumed leadership roles and taken on the responsibility of having been there, done that in previous seasons, and our new players, 3 of whom benefited from being around last year, J.J. O'Brien and Dwayne Polee and James Johnson, second semester. I think they've shown our true freshmen how it's supposed to be done, and it's been a good good fit, a good blend so far, and we're hoping that it will continue that way.
Coach, with so much talent on this team, obviously a chance for a very deep bench. What is your perfect number as far as using reserves?
It's hard for me to say how many I'm going to ultimately wind up playing. I really have never played many more than 8. I talked the other day of, you have to be in the top 8.5. So that ninth man, some games he might get 5 minutes, some games he might get 15, some games he might not get in. So it'll remain to be seen, can we legitimately play more than 8 players? Can we play 10? We've got 10 that are capable without disrupting chemistry and the flow of the game and all of that. So that's one of the challenges that we'll all be faced with.
Coach Steve Fisher joins us. We're Dave and Jeff at San Diego Sports Leader XX 1090. Coach, the story today in the UT. Again, another exciting day for Aztec basketball as Mark Ziegler talks about a home-and-home series with Kansas. How much does that mean to this program?
What we have talked about doing and now are in the process is scheduling some really big national games, and this is one of the biggest. Kansas is where the game was invented, started with James Naismith, and they've obviously had a storied program that's won multiple national championships. So it'll be a great game for us, and I think for them too. So we're very much looking forward to that series down the road, and there will be others that will follow.
Coach, just curious, going back to the game coming up this weekend, have you ever coached a basketball game wearing sunglasses? And are you going to wear sunglasses?
The answer would be no and no.
No.
I would think anytime you hoist the national championship, that's number one on career achievements. But when you find yourself walking that sideline, Coach, and there are a couple of minutes getting ready to tip the ball off, what's going to be running through your head?
I will be like everyone there. I will look around and marvel at where we are and the privilege of what we have to do, and look forward to something that will not only be a wonderful 2-hour event, but will be something that will last with all of us, whether you're a participant or a spectator, for a lifetime. It'll be a wonderful, wonderful memory, and something that will be able to say very, very, very few have had the opportunity to do what we're getting to do.
Man, just think, as excited as we are today, think about Sunday afternoon about 3:30 or 4 when we realize the Aztecs just beat Syracuse. Then the excitement's going to go right through the roof. Coach, you know how much Dave and I enjoy these visits. We love it. We're going to do it throughout the entire season. What's going to be such a fun year for Aztec basketball. We can't thank you enough for the time. Enjoy the day on Sunday. It's going to be something special.
Thanks, Jeff, Dave. I appreciate it, and we also look forward to the start of what hopefully will be a great season.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Coach, thanks so much.